So I've been lucky and I've managed to roll 3 sixes. Now think, what are those? What is that number going to be? What are those 3 sixes make? What's the number that it makes? So first I'm going to write hundreds. Have you already got an answer? I bet you have. Hundreds. And then tens. And then units. I'm going to show you a trick how to save space too in a second. It's a bit similar to what we did up here. I'm just writing it out to be really, really clear. Okay, so how many hundreds do we have? We've got 6. How many tens do we have? We've got 6. And how many units do we have? We've got 6. So the number that we've got, can everyone say it? That's right, it is 666. Now to make it, we're going to make it this time using our squares. So we're going to use a square for the hundreds. I'll put the dice over here just out of the way. Are we still seeing those? Yep. And then the sticks we're using for tens and the minis we're using for ones. So to make it, I'm going to write it down here. We're going to put how many squares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm putting them in equal groups just to, it's easy for me to look at, and I'm going to do the same thing with our sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then also for the minis I'm going to do the same thing. So dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I bet you there's some of you have already thought about how to expand it. So we're going to expand this number now. So remember last time we wrote the 10 plus the unit, and then we said what it equaled. But this time we're going to write the 100. So how many hundred is it? 600 plus how many tens? 60. And then we're going to add the units on the end, so 6. And what does that equal in the end? That equals 666. Now, before I said to write this out, see how much space it takes up? If you want to you can abbreviate it like we did over here. I'm going to do one more, and then that will be, then I want you guys to have a go. That will be the end, and then I want you to have a go yourself. Okay, here we go. So I've got 3 numbers. I'm glad they're different numbers. And we're going to make a smaller number this time. So you can see that, yep. So this time we're going to make it fit together a little bit easier. And we've got hundreds, tens, and units. Now, I'm happy, if you guys do this in your workbooks, I'm happy to see this. I'll understand what you mean, and most teachers will. Now, I'm going to put a line between each of the place values. Now we've got 100. How many tens do we have? We have 4. And how many units do we have? We have 3. Can you say this number? 143. Okay, now to make it, how many squares do we need? Now a square equals 100, doesn't it? Remember, have a look at this. So here's our square. It's got 100 pieces on it. We could count it, but that would take a long time. And then we've got we've got a stick. How many are there in a stick? There's 10. And don't forget that our little minis are worth just 1. So we've got 1 square, 4 sticks, 3, 4, and then 3 minis. 1, 2, 3. Each one of those minis is a unit. Okay, now we need to expand this number. So what are we going to do first? We write 100 plus 40 plus 3, and what does it equal? That's right, 143. There we go, guys. Today you are working on your place value and you are going to practice rolling it, making it, and then expanding it. Roll it, make it, expand it. Start with a 2-digit number, then a 3-digit number. And for you clever clogs out there, I wonder what happens if you add another digit and then you have a 4-digit number. All right, thanks very much, guys.